Hello everybody, welcome to Amakhosi Fan Channel. This is Sanele Mjoli. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for engaging me. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for sharing even these videos that I'm doing. You're encouraging me to keep on doing this content, and I really appreciate what you are doing for me, and I pray that may you continue to be blessed. So guys, Sekgota is done in the pecking order because we have signed two guys. We have signed Tebogo Ponjane, we have signed Pulemodi, and already Dupreez was not giving him a chance last season of playing. So meaning what? Now he's like your third choice, fourth choice in the pecking order. I do not know. If you are saying, what do you do? I mean, you have bought two new players, and then Dupreez already last season was playing well on the left. Do you say to this guy, your chance will come, you just have to improve, you just have to do well in the training, and then come back and sign and come back and play, and make sure when you get the starting lineup that you fight for it to keep it? I do not know what the coach says, but if you are Sekgota, you are a fourth choice, you are a third choice for that matter, and you hear rumors that Stellies, they want you. You hear rumors that in Belgium they want you. What do you do? Do you stay and fight for the starting position, or do you ask for a transfer? Even so, do you stay local or do you go overseas? I mean, he played overseas before. Do you say, okay, let me just go and fight for another chance overseas? Or do you stay in Stellies and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to stay in Stellies so that I increase my chances of being picked for the national team? Remember, he was a regular at some point for the national team. And then since he wasn't playing anymore, Bruce never really considered him ever again. So do you stay in South Africa? Do you go overseas? And when you go overseas, what are the chances that Bruce will send someone to come and watch you, send the scouts to come and watch you, to check your progress so that he can call you back on the national team? I do not know. So now here's the thing. Do you resign or retire your ambitions to play for the Bafana and go for a game time in Stellies, or go for a game time in Belgium? It's a really tough situation to make. I mean, his family is this side, and him going back to overseas when he was already adjusting to play in South Africa again and having his family around, or his family having him around. What do you do if you're Sekgota? Tell me guys, what do you think under comments? What do you think Sekgota would do or should do? And if you were Sekgota, what would you do? Would you stay and fight for the starting lineup? Would you stay locally and go to Stellies, or do you go overseas in Belgium? What are the chances of you going to Belgium and then you still play for Bafana? Tell me your thoughts, guys. So for us Kaizer Chiefs, here's an opportunity that the same team that we want their player being Mthethwa is rumored that they want our own player who has 1 year contract left. Do we do a swap deal? Do we sell him outright? What do we do? So, as I said, that Sekgota is rumored to be earning 140,000. What are the chances that Stellies can afford his salary? What are the chances that they can afford to pay him 140,000 plus to make him their highest paid player? What are the chances that they can sell him? They can buy him, rather. Say that they say they want to buy him, but remember that when you negotiate with a team, you start with a player where you ask him about the ambitions or his desires to play for your team, and then the next step is to approach the club. You don't approach the club before you approach the player, because you can approach the club and then the club, in our case being Kaizer Chiefs, saying that, okay, you know what, no, because we want Mthethwa, let's do a swap deal, and then they come back and then Sekgota says, no, I'm not going there, I don't want to go and play in Stellies. So start negotiating with the player and hear his side of the story. What is it that he wants? So with that said, Sekgota is earning 140, like I said, and then Stellies, they want him. Can they afford him? Can they afford his salary? So this is why I'm against us giving players like huge amount of salaries, because when we're supposed to make swap deals or when we're supposed to sell our players, those teams like in Stellies in this case, the question is, can they really afford his salary? Because they can say, sure, we are signing this guy, but we can't afford we want to sign this guy, but we can't afford his salary, and then you find the deal would just fall. The deal will not be able to proceed. And then we are left with a player who doesn't want to play for us again, or who still wants to play for us again, but who not get a starting lineup. So in our case, we might end up having to sell this guy overseas to this team in Belgium. Let's say we sell him for 8 million for that match. We sell him for 8 million, but you say, Sanele, this guy, we can sell him for 8 million, but yet we sold Ngezane for 12 million. Guys, wait, whoa. Here's the thing, he's left with 1 year contract. The lesser years that you have in your contract, the lesser the amount that you can get when we are selling you. That's how it works. That's why I don't even understand a team that goes to Mvela or that is relegated to Mthethwa league, that they can demand 5 million, for example, which they say is the same price that they would weigh a player when he was still in PSL, and then they still have the very same they still weigh the same player with the same amount when they go to Mvela. It doesn't work like that. You go to a lower league, you are sold at the lowest money, or you are sold at the lowest amount. So anyway, he has one contract that is left in his contract. He has 1 year contract that is left, yes, in his contract. And like I said, sell him for 8 million. Let's say they say they want Mthethwa, for example. We want Mthethwa. We sell this guy Sekgota for 8 million. They say Mthethwa is gonna be, we're gonna charge Mthethwa 4 million or 5 million for that match. Guys, he's also having one contract left in Stellies. Negotiate, but for how long will you negotiate? Because the more you negotiate and then you eventually give in to what Stellies want, which is 5 million, that means that you are taking days away from this guy, from Mthethwa, to join the preseason club. Because already, by the look of things, we have had 2 weeks or so of preseason. That means that he would have lost 2 weeks of preseason, where we are trained, we are taught on the tactical abilities, trained on those things. We are taught on, or we are trained on the physical side of the game. So already he would be behind, meaning what? He might not be able to start the first game. He might not be able to gel quickly with other players because they would have had less time to form those combinations to gel. So I'm just painting to you how these things work, or how they affect the plans of the coach, saying that we take more time when we are to sign a player. But yeah, pay 5 million, get this guy early to come and climatize and get used to the players around him, get used to the situation around him, get used to the environment, get used to the coach's instructions, how the coach wants him to play. So mine would be sign this player, sign Mthethwa, sell Sekgota, because by the look of things, he will not play anytime soon. At the end of the day, we will end up losing him for free. We'll end up losing him for free because come Jan, he can sign a pre-contract with any team of his choice. Sign him now, get that 8 million if you are selling him overseas. If you are doing a swap deal with Stellies, do that swap deal. Whoever owes who, it doesn't matter. We'll take it from there. But yeah, guys, tell me, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Like, comment, share. I love what you're doing, guys, and I appreciate what you're doing, guys. Thank you so much. AFC Amakhosi Fan Channel. Love you. Take care. Bye.